All right, so in the last coding stream, what we did was we created this basic app where I can say, I can send a prompt. I can go ahead and send that. Oh, whoops. And then GPT will correct you when you misspell test. So this is me sending off a prompt, and then ChatGPT, we're receiving it in this function over here. Right here, await or send request. We're decoding the JSON, we're getting an error, we're putting it back in the screen. So all of this has already been done and has been uploaded to GitHub. But what if you want to make it look like a professional app? What if you want to make it look just high quality? Then this is the video where we're basically just going to turn it into a full professional looking ChatGPT app. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll kind of create like a color scheme. And so what I want to start with is just the theme. So we'll go up here. I still don't think we need providers. Unless we are adding multiple pages, I don't think the column needs to change. But what we'll do is we'll refresh this, and then we'll just make it look a little bit better. So ChatGPT is on a white background. Let's actually pull it up so you can see what we're working with. So this is ChatGPT. We've got white, some gray, a message, and when we type, there's this green accent. So that's really all we need to start. One thing it does is it has that little ChatGPT in the center. So you can see right here, ChatGPT, and then when I send this, it goes away and it switches to default. So all the options go away and you can just chat. So I can actually do that pretty easily. So we have a column, or we have a list of messages, right? So then here I can do for this list view, what we can do is we can say messages dot is empty. And if so, then what we're going to do is we're going to show a center with text. And we're just going to say ChatGPT. And this is going to have a style. We'll make the style, just add a color of let's try colors black 26 and a size. We'll do 22.0 and a weight of W600. Let's go ahead and save that, and it was not saved. Oh, that's right. Because we're using that ternary expression, what we actually want to do is add a colon right here. Now everything works. So what we have right here, we've added this. When I send my first message, it's going to remove this, and it's going to swap it with the message thing. So the only problem is that we need to wrap the center in an expanded. Because we want it to take up all the available space. And so now if I close out, we have ChatGPT. And then what I can even do, we could create a toggle switch that switches between GPT 3.5 and 4. But for now, we'll leave that. We could do some suggestions also. So let's go ahead and add some suggestions down here. Let me think of the easiest way to do that. So let's just create a box. I think there's actually like a grid. Let's pull this up with Flutter. I think there's like a Flutter grid view, right? And then each item would just be a grid item. I think this is probably what we can do. Let's just check it out real quick.
Ever created a complex layout with multiple rows within a column? Wow, I wish there was an easier way to create a grid. Well, Grid View lets you do just that. While there are many Grid View structures, the most common way to create a grid view is using the count constructor. Start by listing all items you want in the grid. With us in there, control how many items you want across the grid by setting the cross axis count property. Setting to 1 makes it look like a normal list, but setting to 4, now that's next level. What if your items want some social distance? Main axis spacing makes horizontal space between the rows, and cross axis spacing provides vertical space between the columns. And the best part about it is, just like this, you can scroll through your items. Don't forget to check Grid View's other constructors like the builder, custom.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a grid view. And if we go back to that video, let me just open it in the other. Let's go ahead and add that. And then this code is what we want. So above this container, grid view. Oh, whoops. No, we don't want a grid view builder. We want a grid view. We do want a builder. I have no idea what a grid delegate is. Let's check this out. Man, they're going for it. Okay. So that's what we need is a sliver grid delegate with fixed cross axis count. And then for the cross axis count, so we want 2. And then for the item builder, what do we pass context and index? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we have the context and the index, and then what we're going to do is return what we'll call options. Let's just make a button. We'll refactor all of this later, but let's just create a button. Let's do an icon button. And this has density, padding, alignment, color. Is that what we want? So if we do, when we do refactor it, we're actually going to want to create some providers. So I may go ahead and actually start with that. So let's go into main. Okay. Icon button on pressed. On pressed, what we want to do is so when it's pressed, what we want to do is add icon. Okay. So the item builder, what do we want this button to do when we press it? We want it to this should be so simple. So messages dot add, and the string value is going to be we'll say prompt options at the current index. Let's go ahead and add this up top. So we're going to have another list of type string, and it's going to be what did we call it? Messages, options, prompts, something like that. Prompt options at index. Argument set type void. On press needs this. Needs the little like warrant thing. No, this. And then we need to return that. And then we need a comma here. Man, that was a lot. Let me go ahead and pull up the stream real quick. Okay, cool. And then ChatGPT. So what's going on here? So prompt options, we want enter. Um, let's see what the options are that ChatGPT gives us. So write a thank you note, suggest fun activities. Um, and it looks like they update over time, which is kind of cool. Suggest fun activities. Um, um, so we have 4 options. Let's do that. And let's see, it looks like we broke it. Okay, so getting a render box issue. Oh, because I have an infinite thing, so I need this in a column or a container. And it should still have a render issue. So I'll just give it a height of 100. And now if we go back, let's do 500. Let's do 300. Oh. Oh, because these containers. Oh my gosh, is a chat response block an actual? Oh wait, no, that's a different thing. I was like, what the heck? Um, see, I just have an unbounded icon button. But here's what I actually want to do is let's wrap this with a container. Inside that container, we're going to have a row, and then that row is going to have text, which is going to be prompt options index. So now if we run it, because the container needs a height, let's just do a width of 100 and a height of 60. And there's still a problem. Man, this is terrible. Why? um, this thing sucks. Let's see if we can get a better. Okay. Oh my gosh. So you have to. It's literally almost easier to build this myself. But what I have to do is wrap this container. So we're going to wrap it with a media query. Oh, wait. Dot remove padding. Yeah, that didn't help. Item count 4. This kind of sucks. I really thought that this would would be easy. It sucks. Um Honestly, it's almost easier for me to just create the boxes myself. Um Write a thank you note. Man, I feel like I'm so close on the grid view, but it just sucks. Media query, remove padding. Okay, let's see this. Okay. I probably do need like 300. Context, remove top. True. Child grid view builder. Okay. So can't seem to get this to work. Um, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete the whole thing. And we're just gonna rebuild it. Let's make sure I deleted the right thing. Honestly, this doesn't look that bad. I want to have the suggestions there. So what we can do is let's create another container. And this is going to have a column. I should at some point probably learn to use that and just customize it. Um, so might as well just do it this way. So if I think this will work. Expanded. Uh-oh. Expanded child text. This is we're just gonna test it real quick. Oh, thought I could do that. I remember in the course he showed how to do that. Let me see if I can pull up my old code. Oh, I see. Here we go. So we got the text. Okay, too easy. Now check this out. Um, Instead of text, what we want is a an expanded text button. No, we don't. I think we actually have to build the button because let's check this out. Flutter icon button. Let's do um elevated button dot icon. So let's do a text button with label. What's going on? Let's see what we got. Text button. Unpressed. Man, this is kind of stupid. But here's what we need to do. Create a text button with unpressed. Oh, I hate to do this again. Here we go. We're doing a list view builder. Um, we're going to return a row. Inside that row, it's going to have two children, which are both expanded text buttons. No, elevated. Let's see what the elevated button has. Um, Hold on. It's just really annoying that I have to create a row. Wait, can a list view have multiple items? Oh my gosh, I'm back to a grid view. Okay, so let's do... Nope. Okay. So one more thing we have to do is find Flutter button with text and icon. So then here's all we have to do is a text button on pressed. So child, we want to have text and we want it to be on pressed. We want to say messages dot add prompt options at index. So what we're doing here is when we create prompt options, or basically when we click a button, we at the current index, we want to add that, and then the text that we're going to be displaying is that same text. So then we're returning that button. When we save, we get nothing because the grid view needs to be wrapped with a widget that's a container with a height 200. There we go. And then now we just need a item count of 4. Actually, an item count of options, prompt options dot length. Boom. Now we've got this. But it doesn't look like I'm able to. Let me see something. Grid view class, there's in the documentation it says okay. Media query dot remove padding. Context remove top. Let's try this. So, which is a media query dot remove padding. Context. Remove top, true, or tur. Remove bottom. We're just going to set all of these to true. So let's see. And that did nothing. Great. Flutter grid review remove padding. Holy moly. Where do you have edge insets? Oh, elevated button. That should give it color. So at least now we can see what we're working with. So then if I do, so that didn't do anything, but let's see. In the grid delegate, I can do main axis spacing. Here we go. Child aspect ratio. Let's do 4.0. That's actually closer to what I want. Cross axis spacing 10.0. Main axis spacing 10. There we go. Too easy. Too easy. Let's make it 100, see what that looks like. 150. And then when I click write a thank you note, nothing happens because I didn't set the state of this. So on pressed, what we're gonna do is set state. Boom. And then we are going to send request. Is the set state async? No, but we don't want an await in the set state. Okay. So now we have that. So if we restart, this is what our app looks like. Let me actually see. Let me see if I can change this color. Because instead of colors.black, I can do deep purple. Oh, I did the wrong color. Hold on. Right here. Oh my gosh. The final thing is Oh, you can't change the color of the icon, right? You want to change the color of the button. Boom. Okay. So now we've got this fun purple theme. And everything is kind of following along with it. So we can click one of these buttons and it should send a prompt to ChatGPT. So suggest fun activities. I don't think I set a max token limit. um, Let me pull up the docs real quick because I definitely don't want this again. People choose public transportation? What? Hold on. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. Okay. So let me go in this function. I'm going to print working with prompt. Required string prompt. Is it the null check that's throwing it off? Oh, that's why. Prompt options index. So now let's just refresh everything. If I say write a thank you note, dear name. So two things that I need to do just based on that. One is I need a max number of tokens that's pretty small. So let's go into the OpenAI API and get to the GPT-3. GPT 3.5 Turbo. Um, let's go into here. Max tokens. And we're going to set a max token equal to 20. Let me just make sure in my old code. Is that how I set it? Just want to make sure it's in the right spot. So it's in the body, model, prompt, max tokens. So let's run this one more time. We've got this. Write a thank you note, and it should be a little smaller. Cool. So few more things I want to customize. So one, ChatGPT is the only gray thing. So we can change that pretty easily. And I can actually get rid of this. Since both haven't expanded, I can paste it here. Then take all of this. This is just a tiny, tiny, tiny change. So just a little cleaner. Let's go ahead and change this. Instead of black 26, we want deep purple dot. We'll do shade 200. See how that looks? So just a little, maybe even 100. Just like a very soft ChatGPT in that purple. And then we also want to do that within the prompts. So we want to go here into the list view builder in the chat response block. And the colors, we want to do colors deep purple, shade 100. And so now when we click, let's say, what can you help me with? Holy moly. That's very dark. With opacity 0.1. Zero 0.05. Okay. So I've probably got to cut it. But at least we've got a little bit of styling going on. This works fine. Let's see what this looks like if we have text up. We still have the ChatGPT, so everything sandwiches pretty nice. So this is a pretty good, at least starting look. And then what I want to do in the next few videos is just polish up the code so it's a little bit it's more clean. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that in the next couple days. With that being said, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.